Okay, so next you'll need to remove the power connector and this other cable here. Now we can start unscrewing the entire logic board assembly. Eventually, you can pull the entire assembly out. Next, you can pop out this front bezel for the speakers. Underneath, you'll find some more screws to remove, and also some more screws in the back area. You should be able to pop the bottom plastic piece off now. Okay, next you'll need to pop off the front bezel carefully using a flat tip screwdriver. Just remember that brute force is not the answer. You actually have to work the plastic at just the right angles to make this work without breaking. Okay, the front bezel is off. Okay, now you have these little covers, which are for cosmetic reasons only. Underneath are some screws that you'll need to remove. Okay, now you should finally be able to remove the main plastic cover for the machine. Now, you'll have an exposed CRT, and this can be kind of dangerous, so it's important to discharge the CRT before going any further. Basically, what you want... this unit was already discharged, so there was really nothing to hear. You can go ahead and work the connector off. Just to be sure, you can rub the connector on the ground, and then also ground out the anode on the tube assembling. You can take out all of these screws that unplug these cables from the power button circuit board, and also step very far to the back. Thing will just fall right over. So I knew that I was going to need to build some kind of stand or something for this. So I got the idea to go ahead and just build something really awesome. So we'll get to that. So my wife got to working to making a custom cushion. She started by cutting out a piece of foam. After it was meticulously cut to the exact shape of the inside of the iMac, she began the process of covering it. The cover is basically cut out to a similar but larger shape, and the trick is that it's 2 layers and the cushion goes on the inside. Then she created a bunch of little slices and then tied all the pieces together. And here's the finished product. While she was working on that, I was over at the Geek Pub's woodworking shop building a base. I started with a regular old 2x4. I glued them together and followed that up with some screws. This will create my scratching post that the iMac will sit on. And then I used a bandsaw to cut out a perfectly shaped base for the iMac to sit on. After
Hey everyone, it's Colin. How's it going? I've got an old Pentium 2 series ThinkPad running Windows Me, but I can't help but wonder, would it be possible to get this thing upgraded to Windows 10?
Ever since I made a video about the TC1100 Windows XP tablet, I've received every kind of feedback imaginable. Some people talk about their own experiences with that tablet. One guy talked about it as being But probably the most common response was along the lines of, "Does this run Windows 10?" And so I thought it was only fair to test some of your wonderful suggestions. And so now, without further ado, it's time to play YouTube's favorite game show, Will It Run on the XP tablet, specifically designed for pen computing, but I was unable to track down a usable copy to test. It didn't seem to take advantage of any of the tablet's special hardware, but speed-wise, Windows 3.1 ran pretty well. Next up is Windows 95. Installation was a bit easier since I was able to copy the install files right onto the tablet's hard drive, however I still ran into a bit of an error. See, Windows 95 by default is unable to make use of my tablet's 2 whole gigabytes of RAM, but after changing a quick setting everything ran smoothly again. Windows 95 in operation was very similar to Windows 3.1. It didn't have 1024x768 support out of the box, and it didn't recognize touchscreen input. I did try to locate Wacom drivers for Windows 95 was. A fairly common request was to try Linux on the tablet. I'm pretty sure no matter what distro I choose, I'm going to get plenty of people telling me what I should have tried instead, so what the heck, I'll just try Ubuntu. I loaded it onto the flash drive and booted right into it. Surprisingly, the latest version of Ubuntu, for install disk, perform a little command prompt wizardry, pop it into the tab,